From the book Missing 411, North American Beyond by David Paulides. On page 408 in the Missing 411 North American Beyond book, published in 2012, there's a case about a little girl named Denise Rowe. She's 3 years old. It happened in June of 1958 at 4 p.m., which is a time that a lot of children go missing in clusters. But this one is certainly significant. The age of her disappearance was 3 years old. Schroon Lake is almost exactly 93 miles north of Lenox, Massachusetts. Both locations are extremely rural, with the lake being just to the east of Interstate 87. It's approximately 5 miles long and 1/2 to 1 mile wide. The area is to the east of a lake that is extremely rural and remote, with hundreds of smaller lakes and swamps in very close proximity. There is only one perimeter road around the lake on the east side, and then many miles of nothing but desolate and rugged mountains and swamp. The Rowe family was having a short vacation at their summer cabin on the eastern side of Schroon Lake. On June 28, 1958 at 4 p.m., 3-year-old Denise said that she was taking a short walk to use the outhouse, but then she didn't return. After a short while, the mother went to look for the girl, and she couldn't find her. Within an hour of Denise walking away, there were dozens of searchers yelling and walking the woods and swamps on the east side of the lake. Law enforcement initially believed that Denise had possibly walked to the lake and drowned. While bloodhounds were brought to the scene, that was the theory for many hours. The search continued through the night, but with only one clue found. Late that first night, searchers located a toy train and one shoe belonging to the girl approximately 75 feet from the shore of a lake. But at 7 a.m. the morning following Denise's disappearance, a state trooper working on a pier hunch, supposedly, made an amazing find. It is described in the June 30th article in the Times Record. Trooper H.J. Trimbley of the Donamora substation found the weary Denise about 3 miles from her parents' camp. She was apparently uninjured except for insect bites and scratches on her arms and legs. Trooper Trimbley said that he had beached his boat after crossing the lake and, relying on a hunch, began searching a rocky and densely wooded area. He discovered the girl about half a mile from the shoreline a few seconds after hearing her piteous cries. Finding Denise in the location where she was makes no sense. She was walking just a short distance to the outhouse and then she vanished. She continued to walk away from the lake and was dropping her shoes and toys as she went. She wasn't gone long when her parents started yelling for her. Why wouldn't Denise answer her parents' calls for her? Bloodhounds were brought to where Denise vanished, yet they couldn't pick up a scent of hers to track her. Denise was walking east into the densest region anywhere near Schroon Lake, a desolate region filled with swamps and very rugged mountains. There were some inconsistencies in the articles that were reviewed. Some newspapers stated that Denise was found 10 miles from the village of Schroon Lake. Yet the lake is only 10 miles long, making the distances relative to her location inconsistent. I'm always trying to imagine what these children are doing during the time that they are missing. It's hard to understand how Denise managed to travel 3 miles through heavy timber and swamps. Really hard. At 3 years old. Anthony Martini and Denise Rowe disappeared within 90 minutes and 90 miles from each other. Both were in rugged country with heavy timber, and both were able to disappear even though friends and relatives were close by. Anthony disappeared first and was found first. He was missing for 7.5 hours, while Denise was gone for 17 hours. I read countless newspapers around this time frame looking for additional articles on these two people or additional events anywhere in North America. None could be found. It seems quite a coincidence that these two young children vanished at nearly the same time in close proximity to each other. Time gates? Bigfoot? Alternate dimensions? Kidnappers seem highly unlikely in this situation, as both the children were found seemingly unharmed.